good. First of all, I would like to thank you so much for inviting me to give a sharing sessions with you and your students. I think but this is my first time being able to share with the teacher and students from India. Although I have lots of before this, I have lots of Indian friends and students, and so and this is the first time I actually communicate with teachers and students from the mainland itself, from India. Okay, this is about me. As you can see there, long names, and actually this year is my 13th year of teaching. So uh, this bio is from last year. So it stated there 12 year, but then this year is my 13 years teaching as a teacher. And like I told you, I teach English, and I am also the head of unit or the leader for the ICT unit in my school. And I am also a data teacher where I handle, other than teaching, I also handle lots of school data in my school, okay, such as students data, the infrastructures, the buildings data, the school environment data, and so on. Anything to do with data, I handle it in my school, okay. And since 2004, I have been studying in a teacher training institute. I'm not sure whether in India it's called the same, but more or less the system is the same, I guess,
Same.
where
It
we
is. Yeah.
same, right? So I have been studying there for 6 years to become a teacher. So I've been a teacher since 2010, right? So yep, we can see that why it's 13 years. And yeah, some of the awards that I have achieved, I have obtained, as you can see there on my presentation slides. And the most recent one, I guess, maybe your teacher have told you guys that I am the global winner for the Cambridge Dedicated Teacher Awards. And the rest of the awards there are just awards from my states, from the country in Malaysia. Okay. So that is a little bit about me, Mr. Harry. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So, mhm. Do you want to know about my school a little bit?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So yeah, this is Kaningau Vocational College. So this college is quite special because I saw that some of the questions that maybe you and your students have given me, uh, asking me about some of the what kind of schools there are in Malaysia, right? So this is a type of school in Malaysia. This is kind of special because instead of school, we are called college, but the level is school level. I will tell you why later on. So this is it, the Kaningau Vocational College or school. And so you can see here, these are all my students. So you can see there, they wear different uniforms at one time. So that's because we are a vocational, we can say that we are a vocational or and technical high school. Okay, so these students age are from 16 years old until 19 years old. They study in this college for 4 years, and they will graduate with the certificates of skill certificates, and they will use that skill certificates to get a job or go for higher educations. So as you can see here, there are lots of uniform here. As maybe you can guess, the white uniform with a black hat is a chef. So these students, they learn about culinary or cooking programs. And this with the yellow safety helmet from construction technology programs, where he learns about how to measure buildings, how to create a house, how to calculate bricks, how to lay pipes on the ground, and so forth. About anything about buildings, they learn it for 4 years. And this in the middle, they were, this is our um, second official uniform, but he is studying electrical technology, where um, he learns how to use electric and how to assemble electrical appliances, how to maintain electric in a house or in a unit. And this black uniform here is more or less like a chef, but he is studying in bakery programs. Okay, so he learns more about how to make bread, how to make pastry. And some of the students who learn this course, they aspire or they want to become a baker, or they want to own a bakery shops one day. And this student with a pen and a notebook here, he is learning about business. Okay. This blue uniform with the ratchets and spanner in his hands, he, if I'm not mistaken, he is learning on automotive. So he learns all about cars, right? And this lady with a makeup brush and a makeup tools in her hand, she is studying in cosmetology courses. So she learns how to make up, how to make someone beautiful, how to make herself beautiful and someone else beautiful. And she also learned about manicure and pedicure. So maybe some students here, your students, they know a little bit about makeup, and they might even know how to dress and to impress and so forth. So this is her expertise. And these three sittings, crouchings in front of here, this red uniform, he also learns about electrical technology, but he learns a bit advanced than the guy in the middle. And this one with a ruler, L-shaped ruler, he learns to sew dress, how to make dress. So he is in the dressmaking programs. And lastly, this boy, so he learns about how to make furniture. So those wardrobe in your house, benches, chairs, what else? Your beds. So he can make this because he learned about this all in his program. So we have a variety of programs in Keningau Vocational College. So these students, apart from academic, they also learns about all the skills that I have told you before. So this is a little bit about my school. Okay, Mr. Harry?
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing very valuable information about your school and as well as college. And your college is producing a variety of professionals needed for your country and the rest of the world.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
of course. Yep. So do you have any,
Yes.
do you
So,
want, hi,
How,
Husnia.
how are you, sir?
I'm fine, Husnia. It's quite late here. Not really late, but it's almost my bedtime. But for you guys, I stay up.
thank
No
you. Thank
worries.
you so much. Husni,
This
ask.
is this is Husniya, a sixth grader. Can I ask a question, sir?
Yeah, sure.
What is currently valued in your education system?
Is what the value in our Malaysia education system. Okay. Oh, hold on. I think I can share just like this. Right, Mr. Harry, you can see it, right? Malaysia
Yes, we
National
can see.
Philosophy Malaysia National Philosophy of Education. So currently, all schools in Malaysia, we follow this value, this philosophy of this philosophy to determine our value in our education system. So I can read it to you. Education in Malaysia is a continuous effort towards developing the potential of individual in a comprehensive and integrated manner to create a balanced and harmonious human being in terms of intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical, based on faith and obedience to God. So this is currently the value of our education system, to create a balanced and stable human beings in terms of intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical, those that are highlighted in yellow. So to answer, where are you? Ah, hi, Sahiti.
How are you, sir?
Fine, Sahiti, thank you.
My name is Sahiti, a sixth grader. Could you please allow me to ask my question?
Okay.
What is school like in your country?
What is school like in my country? Of type of school in Malaysia here. Let's see here. Right. So it's divided into two. The first is the national educational institutions, which is funded or supported by the government in terms of monetary benefits and also other benefits as well, and those who are in private educational institutions. So we have two categories of schools. One is the primary educations. Primary educations, the students, they start school at 7 years old and they graduate at 12 years old. So we have 6 years of education for primary, lower, elementary level. So national primary school, we have national type school, Chinese, meaning that those school majority, the race or the people there are Chinese. And we also have national type schools, which is Tamil or Indians. We have also specialized school only for Indian students, okay? And we also have a religious school. Religious school usually it is for majority is for Muslims, for Muslim students. And we also have special education schools. Special education schools are for students who have disability. For example, they have maybe they are mute and deaf, so they go to this school because we have specialized trained teachers, right? And afterwards, when they graduated from primary education, they will go to secondary educations for 5 years, okay? We have the normal academic school, and we also have the school like us, like the Kuningau Vocational College, and we have religious school, which is specialized in religious study. Like we also have the same like primary, where we have a special needs school. We have fully residential school, meaning that the students, they must stay in the hostel. The students, they cannot go home at certain time. They live in school and they study and they live in school for 5 years. We have schools specialized in art and sports. So art meaning like the acting, maybe dancing, singing, drawing. Those are considered as art. We have specialized school for that. We have specialized for sports. Majority of the students who studied in sports school, they play sports and they are good in sports. And the last one is my school, where we have technical and vocational schools. And I think for private also more or less the same, just that they are not being supported by the government in terms of monetary benefits. All right. So I hope that should answer the question.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Naga
This
Lakshmi.
is
Hi.
I am ninth grader. Can I ask one question, sir?
Sure, sure.
What is your teaching philosophy?
So this is my teaching philosophy actually. And it might relate also to some of you. So resilience. My teaching philosophy, where I always tell my students, where I always tell my colleagues to be resilient. What is the meaning of resilience? So it means to advance, to go forward despite any obstacle despite any challenges that we have faced, even no matter how small or how big the challenge is, just go forward. So that means resilience. So I always hold on to this teaching philosophy when I go for any activities, when I did lots of activities with my students. I go into class, I teach. Sometimes we have problems, we have issue in the classrooms. So I hold on to this to be resilient. So whatever goals that I have set, for example, I set that I want to teach my students writing for this hour in the class. I will work towards my goal and then be proactive no matter how hard how hard the student is, or maybe the student do not understand at all what I'm talking about, because Malaysia, uh, English is not first language. English is our second language. So some of the students, especially in my school, we live in a rural area, which is not at the city, but outskirts of the city, and it's quite interior of a place. So language proficiency in English is not that great compared to the city. But I will be proactive, meaning that maybe I will share some activities that might get them interested to learn. And then no matter how large, how big and small everyday challenges is. So I think this also can relate to you, to be resilient, so that you can achieve whatever you dream of, whatever you have your vision on one day. All right. So that is it.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Naga.
I think this is probably the reason I think you have grabbed the so many awards
Oh,
within
no, no.
Malaysia and outside Malaysia.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
Sindhu, over to you.
Who?
Sir.
Sindhu.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
This is Sindhu. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, Sindhu. Where are you, Sindhu?
I am from Batiprolu.
Okay. Where is that? At your house? Are you at your house?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You can ask anything.
This is Sindhu, a sixth grader. I would like to ask a question, sir.
Yes.
How does someone become a teacher in your country?
So do you want to become a teacher, Sindhu?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. So how do we become a teacher in my country? Okay, I have also prepared this for you so that you can understand this easier. Okay. Mm. Okay, so how do we become a teacher in Malaysia? So you can see that in the red graphic. I have this actually is in Malay language, in my language, but I have translated into English so that it become easier for you girls and guys. So how to become a teacher? So we have around 7 ways on how to become a teacher in Malaysia. But then the first and foremost is that all students, they need to take Malaysia national certificate here. Okay. Malaysia national certificate, usually the students will take on the last year of their high school year, which is around 17 years old. And then after they pass whichever grade that they obtain, they can go for number 1 with the teacher training college. And in teacher training college, they will learn, depends on the course, maybe it's 5.5 years. Like me myself, learning English as a second language, it took me 6 years to finish my teacher training college course. And then I teach in secondary school or high school, I can say. But then right now the system have changed. So those who graduated from teacher training college, they can only teach in primary school, which is elementary school, maybe like you. And second way is that instead of going to teacher training college, they can go for higher certificate in Malaysia national certificates. And afterwards, they will go for degree. They will continue to study to degree. And after they finish their degree in educations, they can work as a teacher in secondary school. These two, uh, from degree level or from teacher training college, they need to, before they go to school, they need to be interviewed and they need to pass the selections. Okay. And here also we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are 5 ways with different paths. So after Malaysian national certificates, they go to national higher certificates, or they uh, learn in diploma level or matriculation level. And then afterwards, they continue to study to degree. And this is kind of special because this degree down here is not in education. So that's why they need to get one more certificate, which is the teacher certificate. In Malaysia, we call it DPLI, KPLI, or JQAF actually. So after they have obtained these 3, they can go to their specializations. DPLI, they can go teach high school students. For KPLI, they can go and teach elementary school students. And also from JCOF and some special type of degree, they can teach MRSM or boarding schools or private school. So these are some of the ways to become a teacher in Malaysia, but overall it's around 6 years, 5.5 to 6 years to become a teacher in Malaysia. I hope you understand.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Subramania Srinivas, it's your turn.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Subra. How would this? That's a long name. How do I call you?
Subramania Srinivas.
Yeah, Subram. Can I call you Subra?
Yes,
Subra.
sir.
Okay,
How are you, sir?
fine, Subra. Very good question, Subra. So what are some of my special steps or special activities to let students learn English, is it? Okay. So, so let the picture do the talking. Let me find the picture first. Okay, so here it is. So Subra. So special steps to enable my students to speak English. So actually, like your teacher, I also have done lots of international exchange program. We also call, but then currently, like I told you, you are the first one that I have interact in India. Before this, I have done lots of international programs with South Korean students and teachers. So this back in 2018, where the students have no choice but to speak English. My students cannot understand Koreans. Korean students cannot understand my students' language. So both of them have to communicate in English. So that's some special steps that I implemented in school. So these programs for international exchange, and also 2019, I brought around 15 students and 5 teachers to Korea. And well, of course, they have to talk in English. And we have been to several schools in Korea, like Seoul Technical High School, Seoul Robotic High School, Seoul Polytechnic. And also they have the chance to experience Korean culture. So here, even though they could not speak in Korean language, but of course, everybody can understand English because English is a universal language. So they communicate in English. So other than that, my special activities are I invite schools from Korea to come. Okay, like the 2018 activities. So these schools are not in Seoul, it's near Busan area in Korea. Another schools, so they come for a short visit in 2019 and also last year. They come and they mix together with my students. They have a chit chat. They have a steamboat party. So in a way, they communicate in English, even though some of them have not really good English, but they learn. Okay. And other than meeting face to face, we also do something like what we are doing now, online exchange program. So this is Incheon Gonghang High School. Well, because my school is the vocational and technical school, so we teach them on how to carve the fruit carving. Okay, my teachers teach my Korean students on how to carve vegetables to become a flower. Okay, and yep, this is Daedong Middle School. Same program but different schools, and this is the situations. My classrooms, and they hear what the Korean students present, and Korean students, they will hear what my students present. I think your teacher also do this also in your school. And this is last year. We joined lots of programs so that my students have the experience and also the ability to be confident in speaking in English. Other than that, other than all those international programs, you also do internal activities where I have designed a zombie challenge series where the students need to escape my school. We imagine that the school is infected with virus and all the students have become a zombie. So this group of students, they need to survive and get out from the school. And we have like 4 activities that they need to challenge themselves. Of course, it is in English, and they need to challenge them to solve the problems, solve the issues and everything, so that they can escape from the zombies. So that's all. That's are
Yes.
some of the
Okay.
activities they have done.
Thank you. It's quite
Thank you, sir.
interesting. It's quite interesting. Because is it the exchange program between Malaysia and South Korea?
Yeah, I did that many times.
Okay. That who sponsors the money for these visits?
For actually I got the fund from Korean governments because they have this program, APTE program. It's kind of like Fulbright, because I saw in your Facebook profile you have the
Okay.
Fulbright
Hello.
activities. Yeah,
Okay.
same thing also, but it's in Korea. So they sponsor it.
Okay, that means does South Korean government sponsor the teachers across the globe or only for the Malaysians?
Currently they have opened to 8 countries. For under APTE program, they sponsored 8 countries, namely Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia, I can't remember, Philippines. There are those countries, but currently not India yet, but there are some other programs not under APTE that they sponsor also.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hello, sir. I am Sai Surya. Yes, 7th grader. I would like to ask a question. Can I ask?
Sure, Sai Surya. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Could you please show us your English textbooks and explain a bit about them?
Okay. All right. Just for your information, can Mr. Harry enable screen sharing? Okay.
You can do it.
All right. Thank you very much. So this is a digital versions of our textbook. Currently, after the pandemic, you know that the pandemic have hit us, right? The whole world on 2020. Afterwards, we have resorted to digital textbooks, right? So this is one of the textbook that we have used in my school, and some other schools in Malaysia that is specialized in this area, like my school. So this is English for Form 4. Form 4 means I'm not sure which grades because the US and maybe the India they use grade system. But this is 16 years old for 16 years old students. The cover page, and then the right here is the content. Okay, so the students they learn basic English, okay, because this is for skill development stream, meaning that the students they learn English not as much as their skills. Like I told you before, some of the students they learn cosmetology, they learn cooking, they learn baking. So they learn that for 70%, 70. Okay. And academic subjects, they only learn for 30%. Right? So this explains why this English textbook here have only 4 themes. So the students they learn English for 2 hours per week. 1 week they learn 2 hours of English, and only two periods. 2 periods meaning 2 hours. So here theme 1, people and culture. So they learn making new friends. They learn about occupations because they are in the skills area, and then about wonderful Malaysia. And then theme 2, around a month after theme 1, they learn about science and technology. They learn about smartphones, about how to use smartphones effectively and etiquettely. With etiquettes, and they learn about modern home or the smart schools. About the smart switch and anything that make a home modern. They learn it, and they also learn a little bit about information at your fingertips, how to surf the internet in English. So we have like English activities for that. And on third months, they learn about health and environment, dengue, what you need to know, because in Malaysia, there's a lot other than the COVID-19 pandemic. We also have serious dengue problem. Dengue is a type of disease, right? So it comes from a type of mosquito that bring this dengue virus. And in Malaysia, some of the students, some of the childrens, they are being affected. They are being infected with this dengue virus. And that's why the government decided to teach them about dengue. Okay, what you need to know, what you need to avoid, and so on. And healthy lifestyle, how to eat healthily, how to sleep, how to live a healthy life. And making a difference. Making a difference is basically about how can you contribute to the society by not polluting the air, not polluting the river, and so forth. Become a responsible citizens of Malaysia and also in India. And also lastly, consumerism and financial awareness. How to save money, how to get more money, how to manage money, and also how to become a smart shopper. And other than these 4 themes, they also learn how to listen for English language effectively, and also how to speak effectively, right? So
Okay,
these
thank
are
you.
this.
Sir,
Hi.
my name is Tedipya, a 7th grader. Can I ask one question, sir?
Yes, you may.
What is your special mark as an English teacher in your region?
My special about dedicated teacher. So other than English, I told you, I am also the leader or the head of unit for ICT. Okay, now let me share to you these slides. So I also manage everything about ICT. Here, you can see here on my slides here. Okay. Since 2016 and this year, I am the head of ICT unit, and you can see in the picture, this is at the management, the principal office, okay, in front of, outside of the principal office, okay. I have a lot of meetings. I had a lot of discussions with the officers from the district education officers, with my administrator, with the principals and other teachers on how to make the school infrastructure or the school buildings or the school technology in ICT to become better. And other than that, I have also done a lot of digital literacy program on how to enhance, how to improve students' ability in technology, especially in digital technology, other than English language. And here you can see there's a lot of hyperlink. There's a lot of website here that I have created. Maybe you can screenshot this and you can serve this later on when you have free time. So I have helped a lot of numerous organizations around Malaysia uh, to set up their internet site, their website, and also their activities so that they can share it digitally with anybody else. So that's our maybe why I am different than the rest of English teacher, because I don't only focus on English, I also focus on ICT technology, because I believe these two, English language and technologies, they come together, because lots of technologies, the language is in English, right? Even the coding, right? Even the coding, the language programming in uh, the coding program, like the Python, the C++, the even the blockchain. The Blockly, they use English as a medium of as a medium of communications. So in order for students, in order for my teachers, in order for all the officers to understand, to know more about technology, they need to learn English also. So in short, I think I am promoting English language by the use of technology. So I think that's what makes me different. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Girija. I am a ninth grader. Can I ask one question, sir?
Yes, sure, Lohita.
Can teachers affect what is in the curriculum?
Come again. Good questions, Lohita. Okay, your questions have two answers. Yes, no. Let me explain why. Okay, it's not that easy, right? To change the curriculum, because teachers are not the higher officer ranking where we can simply change the curriculum and everything. Where all the curriculums in Malaysia, I think, like India, we have like lots of discussions. We have acts, we have bills to pass. We have all the higher officers. They do survey, they do field study on certain curriculums to be changed or to be introduced. Um, like our education system, especially in my college, the vocational and technical school. Last year we have changed our English topics to suits the current world. Okay, we no longer use the 2019 versions, so we have used the 2022 versions. So, but then it took around 2 to 3 years to change the curriculum. Back to your questions, whether we can change it or not, and now the answer is yes. By how is, let me show it to you. Okay, is a movement. Should I say a movement? So in Malaysia, our education Ministry of Education we have several movements, we have several initiatives, and one of it is this one. You can see these are some of them are my friends, and this teacher they dress up like a Star Wars characters in this event, Edufluencer. So Edufluencer is a short acronym for education influencer. So like all those influencers, you know, like TikTok and Instagram and famous actor and actresses, we also have this kind of famous teachers in Malaysia. So these teacher, their voices or their opinion matters. Okay, how can I say that? Because usually when, let's say, the head, um the director of the education of Malaysia, right, they want to investigate something, they want to um create a new curriculum or a new activity for all schools in Malaysia, they will consult these teachers first. They will, because these teachers, they have lots of followers, millions, maybe 100,000 of followers. So these teachers, they can influence the people in Malaysia, students, maybe parents, and other teachers to join them. So the government decided to make friends with these teachers so they can understand the education system better. So this teacher, they have maybe the power or the influence to change something in the curriculum. For example, jap, I think we have this digital initiative. We have this YouTube channel, right? YouTube and TV channel for education. Before this, we do not have that. But some of these edufluencers, they come up with this idea to have this YouTube channel and TV channel for teachers to teach in front of a TV, in front of a television. So the government said, okay, let's do that. So yeah, maybe this kind you can say that, yeah, we can change in some way, and some other things other than that we cannot change it. So yes and no.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's quite interesting. And how frequently your curriculum gets changed? I mean, once for 5 years or once for 10 years?
Depends on which curriculums, like textbooks. So 3 to 5 years, they change it. In our vocational and technical system, but for academic school, maybe around 5 years, because they have a much higher responsibility, because the normal academic school, the students, they will undergo Malaysian national certificates. But for my school, we only undergo Malaysia skill certificate, so it's different. It's not it's not the impact is not as big as the academic school. So we can have frequent change in curriculum compared to a normal academic school.
Okay, thank you so much.
Glad to interact with you. Can I ask you a question, sir?
Sure, go ahead.
Would you mind telling us about the prestigious dedicated teacher award? How were you selected?
Thank you for the question, Durga. Sure. Anyway, okay, so there's a wall of text there, so let me read it for you. So this Cambridge Dedicated Teacher Award is organized by the Cambridge University Press, based in United Kingdom. And on 2022, I was among the 7,000 candidates or 7,000 applicants that also took part in this award from 113 countries. So this award, I think, is for teacher who has shown dedication towards teaching and learning in our career. And well, there are actually a few steps for us to get the award. And from the 7,000 candidate last year, they shortlisted all the application to 60 around the country. They have 60, and if I'm not mistaken, for Malaysia, we have two teachers who were shortlisted, which is me and another teacher from Kuala Lumpur, another state in Malaysia. And from the 60 shortlisted, they filter and they evaluate again based on their panel. I'm not sure who, but I think they are their own expertise, and they go for the 6 regional finalists or 6 regional winner. So I was among the 6 regional winner, and I represent, if I'm not mistaken, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand region. And there are also several other regions. There are another 5, the Africa and the Italy and so forth. I couldn't remember because it has been like last year. And to get the global winner, so the Cambridge, they open up a voting system. They open up a voting system for anyone to vote. All these six finalists, they will vote who become the best or maybe the global winner for it. So how do they vote? They go to this website and they just click vote and submit. And based on what? Actually, based on the story that we have posted and whether it's confirmed or not. So the Cambridge will investigate. And then well, I put a story where I, other than English, also I bring students for international exchange program. I also introduce STEM in English. I'm sorry, I also introduce English in STEM education. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So even though I'm an English language teacher, I did several other programs that are outside the scope of an English educator. So I'm not sure, maybe from there, they have voted me as the global winner, because I think my voting, I think the statistics shows that I have majority of the votes compared to the other 5 winners. And so I think this is the starts where I got the Cambridge Dedicated Teacher Award, where I went to Seoul for 3 months to teach the students there in Korea, in Seoul Technical High School. Maybe you couldn't see me because I was flooded. I was mixed among these Korean students. So this is me. And because of this, no, I'm sorry. Because of this, I learned a lot about education system in Korea and also how to improve education system in Malaysia. So I brought lots of technology. I brought lots of activities from South Korea to Malaysia. So from 2017, 18, 19, 20, and 21. And so I have done lots of activities in these 5 years to get that award. So I think that's how I got the Cambridge Dedicated Teacher Award.
So that's incredible achievement.
It's okay, no worries.
Yes, sir.
Hi,
Hello, sir.
hi Dikshit. How do I call you?
Dikshit.
Dikshit. Okay, hi.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Thank you.
My name is Dikshit. I am a 7th grader. I would like to ask a question, sir.
Sure, go ahead.
Does your education system use a lot of technology, and how?
Okay, very good questions. I like the last questions because, like I told you, other than English, I also teach a lot of technology. So, okay, so this is the last slide. And also, I will also tell you guys about some of the things that I did to get the award. So yeah, for our education system, our governments use a lot of technology. They have us to this wonderful platform called DELIMA. DELIMA is actually an acronym for Digital Learning Initiative Malaysia. So this is the dashboards, and in this Dilemma, this Dilemma platform is like mm, digital learning platform, right? Is being supported by 3 big company, which is Google, Apple, and Microsoft. So all teachers and all students, all government funded schools, actually not private school, government funded school, they can use all the apps by Google, Apple's, and Microsoft that have been offered in this platform for free. Okay, and we have unlimited storage, and we have unlimited time for like Google Meet sessions, but not Zoom because we use Google Meets. We have Google, so we use Google Meets, and we also have Google Classroom. And this kind of initiative by government really helped us during the COVID pandemic time, 2020. And after that, after the post-pandemic, which is 2021 and 22 until this year, we have been actively using this Dilemma platform to send our assignment, to attach whatever lecture or whatever thing that we teach in school, not only English, but other subjects as well, like mathematics, like history, other language, like other than, yeah, all the subjects, right? And we also have integrated TV stations, which is called DD TV. It's like an education TV. And teachers like me, actually, I have been featured in this national televisions a few times. And other than me, there are also teachers who teach in front of the televisions for all the students in Malaysia to watch. So they can watch through this platform or through YouTube. Students, like poor students who are really poor, we have chose them through interviews, through data collection. So we give them. I collected some funds from various sources. So we donated these small netbooks to students. And we also have these programs where we do PC and laptop repair, initiated by me, so that students, they know how to take care of the laptops, and also they don't have to go to computer repair shops to repair their laptop or netbook. Okay, so I have learned this all by myself during my free time. Actually, maybe at night here, if there is any broken laptop, so I took my time to learn how to repair it, but only basic, not that advanced. And other than that, well, the use of technology, this one that I mentioned to you, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, I teach students, not only my schools, but the community around my area and other school as well, on how to operate drone, how to fly the drone, how to assemble, how to repair the drone if it got broken and whatnot. And we have drone day, you can see here, where students and citizen, I mean, the public, they can learn how to fly drones. So without worry about crashing the drone or to buy the expensive drone. So they can learn it for free under my program. So other than that, these are like, we have done lots of exchange program with Korea. So the drones are being were donate the drones, they are being donated by South Korean schools. So we use it to the max. We optimize the drones by teaching the students. And some schools, not only my schools, we also learn about robots. Okay, especially in, I think in elementary schools, they have this syllabus, this subject, robot design, technology design actually, and they learn about robots too. And then this is my initiative to buy robots from a company and then learn together with students, because I'm an English teacher. I know a lot less about robots, so we learn together. And yeah, we do drone challenge where students, they compete with each other to solve certain problems, to solve certain issues using the drones. So we have this miniature city. We make a city in our school hall and ask the students to navigate through all the cities, right? And then to save the people from being burned, because the situation is that the city is burning. The city have like hazard. So we need to save as many people as we can. So we did all of this to make use, to encourage the use of technology like drones and computer to solve everyday problems. And we learn also about 3D printing, using 3D pen to create lots of things. Like you can see this girl here, she created dream catcher kitchen. Yeah, so these are some of the use of technology.